here we go. I have like an hour and a half while all the kids are out of the house because it is summer and the house is silent right now except for the cats, who I'm sure will show up. So anyway, this is LL Cool Games. I wanted to take a minute. We are prepping to go to our first like a swap sale this weekend as a seller. We've never done this. We're taking the chance. Ready Up at I'll put the sign up. It's not coming to my brain right now. Ready Up Downstate outside of Columbus is doing a swap sale. So we bought a table. We're gonna take a bunch of CRTs to rehome, right? We adopt them out, we don't give them away. And so my job is to go through our stack of stuff that we are looking to part with and to work on pricing. The hardest part, as both a buyer and a seller, right, is knowing what the appropriate price is for things that you want to buy secondhand, whether it's new, whether it's used, whether it's in its box and it has all the paper and plastic and everything, or whether, I mean, right, the way that you buy Nintendo Switch cartridges sometimes, you know, at GameStop, right, they just give them to you in like a CD bag. So there's like a full spectrum of conditions that you need to know, as well as what are your resources that you're using to understand active, like functional pricing, because it fluctuates so wildly nowadays. I feel like it used to just be, you know, yard sales, right, which is hit or miss. Hopefully you luck out and find something at a yard sale, or it's just, you know, a bunch of old clothes which can be fun, and now, right, and then we added eBay into there, and eBay used to be the gold standard. I even remember, like in college, looking up, well, how much are these things selling for on eBay? How much should I be paying for somebody to buy it in person, right? You subtract shipping, subtract the tax, you know, what's the kind of that finder's fee, you know, what's the ease? How much am I willing to pay because I'm getting this right now, right? But that was 20 years ago, and now there are so many incredible ways to find things secondhand, to be able to fill out your collection, to be able to then get rid of some of the things that you need to get rid of, to make space to have those other things that need to come into your collection. So for me, you know, pricing Amiibo is not hard, right? It's in the box or it's not in the box. I love that people will be like, oh, it's used. Okay, used, like you could scan it. It doesn't matter. But right, this one is an original in the box. I mean, for me, the tags, the extra, yeah, it's like a callback, it's a signature, it's a product of its time, and I love those kinds of things. Yeah, here comes the cat. So for me, those kind of help sell something to me, but I don't know as a dealer, as like a, here, buy my stuff. I don't know. Just like Wiimotes, right? We have all of these that are in rotation, that are used. So having this in the box doesn't do me a whole lot of good. This one's fairly clean. It's a little scratched up, right? I'll clean the strap. The box is in really good shape, right? So then it comes down to, how do I price this? I'm going to, what my personal plan is right now is to check places like Facebook Marketplace. Absolutely. Are there things like this on Marketplace? Not a lot, especially not this one, or the Toad one. I have a Toad one for sale too. The Princess Peach one you seem to be able to find fairly regularly for right around $50, right, with the box. And so then it's like, okay, you know, $50 through Marketplace, plus then, you know, if you're dealing with Facebook, they do take a percentage, folks. If you're paying digitally over Facebook, they take a percentage, plus tax, plus shipping, right? What is the ease of this? You know, you being able to buy it at my table and me hand it to you and say, thanks for playing, to your face. What is that worth to you? And a lot of times, nothing. I feel like a lot of times, and we do this too, right? Especially at conventions and stuff, when we're hunting for something specific. Like right now I have a kiddo, my middle guy has some birthday money, and he wants a second copy of No Man's Sky for the Switch. The upgrade, holy cow, the upgrade they have out for the Switch 2 for No Man's Sky is unreal. The load times are nothing. It's crazy. You can just set things up and they run. You can just fly through space and there's not the chugging or that like constant feeling like you're flying through space for forever because it's trying to load stuff. Nah, those are gone. And my kids want to be able to play the multiplayer, and so we need another copy, right? So he has a price in his head. He does want a case, right? All these things. I don't know if his price point is realistic because they're hard to find in that, you know, in a decent used condition with a case. So it's an interesting kind of give and take on what you're paying for that convenience to be able to just buy it at a table. And I don't know how much I'm willing to uppay because I can buy it at a table, because I know for that price, you know, I can go and buy an immaculate copy on eBay, or I can look it up on Facebook Marketplace and just wait a while. So reselling is a really tricky thing, and being on this other side of it is really causing some reflection and us having to kind of focus on the fact that these are things, by and large, these are things that we're not using, right? They're extra copies of games, extra Wiimotes, extra amiibo, extra fun things. Like this bag right here is all unopened Mario, what is this? McDonald's toys. So fun. How do I price this, right? They're not gonna be on Facebook Marketplace. So I guess I'm gonna have to go on eBay. And eBay is a tricky thing now. Plus you don't wanna know what that chunk is that eBay is taking, y'all, okay? eBay takes, as long as you're like, your business in a year is less than $7,500. Yes, $7,000 is the line, okay, $7,500. They take from 13 to 15%, and that's without taxes, right? That's just on the sale amount itself. That's not shipping. That's not taxes, okay? So they take 13 to 15%, plus then you have to add taxes on top of that, taxes in the state that it's selling from, right? Plus then add shipping. So that's, for us, it's 20%. It's more than 20%. What? That's nutty. So then to be able to take that and be realistic about adjusting those active prices. Because on eBay, something like this, I don't even know what I'm gonna find listed on eBay for these things right now, right? Because I like to look within a month, right? Like give or take, so that I know like active is actually active, right? These things are actually selling. These are the actual prices that people are paying currently, not back at Christmas, not, you know, in March. Actual prices right now. People just sold this 12 days ago. Those are the prices I want. Right? And it gets complicated when you have super niche things. Steelbooks. I love people who are happy to collect steelbooks. Plus, this is the one from Monster Hunter World. This was the Best Buy gift, because Best Buy actually hates their customers, so they have to bribe us. I'm not jaded at all. This is a gorgeous steelbook. We have a couple of them because we bought multiple copies because there are multiple Monster Hunters in this family. So I would love to sell this. I'm not selling it with the game because we are game hoarders, collectors. But I'm happy to sell the steelbook. So again, I'm gonna have to go through, research just the steelbooks, right? Active sells, active sell-throughs, right? Not just like, oh, I accepted this as part of a lot, or it was, you know, part of this listing 280 days ago. And then take the percentage out, and then take the taxes out, and then, right? Like, eBay does not make pricing easy. it's not a great resource. So then you go to somewhere like Price Charting for some of these crazy gaming, Hammer and Harry. Gorgeous box, gorgeous display item, so many cool things. Somehow, because we don't do a great job updating our game eye, we have 2 of these. Okay, this should be a little easier to price. I think it's a fairly recent release, right? Super cool packaging, super cool collector's item. I should be able to find this and price it, and then we'll kind of, because again, I don't want to set all this stuff up and then pack it back in the wagon and take it home. Do not. I want it to sell. I want it to sell so that I have money on hand so that we can go to other conventions and buy more stuff to replace all of these things so that it can take up more space in our house. One of the things that I think will be easier to price outside of the like really current active games that are being buy, sell, traded, right? Are things like this. We are working on completing our Nintendo Power Collection. So we have lots of duplicates. I think I have a couple magazines that are like 5 up, right? I only need 1, thanks very much. So, you know, you look through, yep, it's got that pull out, it's got that pull out, yep, it's got its Nintendo Power, sweet. Complete, okay? Look it up, it's in great shape. Look this one up. You know, on the price menu, I don't even know what to call it. And then be reasonable. Like, if it's worth $47, which is not, like, don't. So with Nintendo Power, they're like $10, $12, some of them are $20. And then I do have the one with the Pokemon card in it, the Pokemon Pass, that's worth like upwards of $200. That will be coming. If anybody needs that magazine, it's a Star Wars, I think it's Star Wars Battlefront maybe. It's got a big walker on it, and then it has that Pokemon card. It's like a password thing. I don't even know. It's super cool though. But right, we have that edition that's super ready to sell. Let's go. Let's get rid of it. Because I want people to have access to these things, right? I want people to buy magazines. And to me, browsing through these magazines is just so much fun. I hope that people come up to our table and are looking through and they go, oh my gosh, check out this. Look at this Metroid cover. I love Metroid. And that somebody buys this because it's priced right. It's interesting, it's engaging, it's in beautiful shape. I'm gonna card and bag them so that they're right, like standing up nice. Although I kind of want to do them so that you can see the seam, the edge, so you can like read what the edition is about. I don't know if that will work well with the board and bag to have them like in, I don't know. Most of the time you see them, they're gonna be in like in a milk crate, right? Like standing up. And maybe that's what we'll do, is we'll just have a couple, because I have probably close to 100 Nintendo Powers coming. Along with quite a few Wii U games, PlayStation 2 games that we don't need doubles of, or triples or quadruples. Not many handheld games at all, I don't think. So it's kind of, I think there's some Super Nintendo, and then we do have, I didn't bring everything over here. I just kind of wanted a pile to generally kind of gesture at. Again, like games, but games that are like the full gamut of gaming, right? Like super collectible, quasi-rare, you know, it's over $100. And then, you know, like Super Nintendo games that are probably $20 or less, right? So yeah, it's just kind of a tricky thing to strike that like perfect balance of, I want some cash because we got conventions coming up and it'd be nice to have cash to spend to fill in the gaps that these doubles are kind of taking up, right? We need to make the space so that other things can come in by opening these up and getting them out. But at the same time, I don't want to just give them away. Like if that's what we were doing, I'd just label everything. Oh, it's tempting. Everything at the table is $10. And it would kind of even itself out. It wouldn't, but yeah, I'm super curious. I guess I'm kind of looking for feedback too, right, from people who do a lot of this. How do you price, right? Like what have you found to be your like magic sweet spot, right? Like I look at Marketplace and I look at the active eBay listings and I like take that average, right? Or because I haven't even, like I have a Whatnot account. I did start a Whatnot. I haven't done anything yet. I don't have the time with these kids in our active summer. We get back like into September and hopefully I can do some Whatnot. Because that sounds really fun to just sit and talk about video games. And tonight I'm selling Super Nintendo games and we're gonna have these and here's this and this and this and this and talk about the games and show people the games and then hopefully sell the games. Like that sounds like so much fun. So yeah, it's just, plus we're gonna have some CRTs. We have some other smaller gaming monitor situations. I think we have one, the husband's computer monitor from college is gonna go. We have a couple, I was shooting for 10 to kind of adopt out 10 TV babies, but he kind of made a face when I said 10, so we'll see what happens. Right, we have a minivan to pack full of stuff, as well as our tables and our folding chairs and everything, and it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna be inside in a mall, right? So we'll set up and probably sit and play Switch inside of you know, during the quiet times when we're not talking to people about buying our stuff. So yeah, I guess this is really my first time outside of selling on eBay, selling on Facebook Marketplace. This is my first time doing like an in-person swap sale kind of situation, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sure we're gonna learn a lot, and I hope we're gonna sell some stuff. And that's definitely kind of my attitude is we thought this stuff was cool enough to buy, and I want other people to get it and enjoy it because at our house it is redundant. So yeah, I'm looking for comments. I'm looking for feedback on a gaming pricing, collectibles pricing. You know, I have some Pokemon things, some puzzles and that kind of stuff. Just fun things, right? Because you want to offer a variety. I'm not gonna walk up to a table that's just like all one thing, unless it's Switch games. You'd have me if it was all Switch games. But right, to even like I even have a double of a Mario Lego set, right? That we'll have to sell. I'm gonna have our Mario Hot Wheels, the Rainbow Road Hot Wheels set. The boys are excited to see if that will sell, because then that'll be their cash money coming back to them. Yeah, so I guess I definitely will post the information for the rare swap this weekend. I'm going back to Ready Up to where I adopted my beautiful gray son Rob there last summer, who sits right here on my mantle. It makes me very happy. Right, robots are the future, folks. And yeah, I guess just let me know what you're doing, what you're seeing for pricing, what your attitude and opinions are right now for resale. Yeah, I'm super curious to see where this is going to take us, and if this is going to become kind of a fun thing that we do go to some smaller shows and do some selling, or if we're going to just kind of write it off as, yep, been there, done that, and call it good enough. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for kind of squeezing me in this nice quiet moment in my house. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday, and as always, thanks for playing, guys. See you next time.